Oh, hey, I thought I got a couple more minutes before I started here, so I got pasta that I'm eating. Man, our service. Man, I started this with the expectation that it would take people a while to get in here. Come on. Anyway, you know what? I'm gonna go and continue eating pasta. On company time? Come on, you guys don't pay me that much. I'm like being paid on I don't know, like a charitable. What do you call that when you don't make money at a company? Why can I not remember the word for that now? Just chew right into the microphone. Now, do you really want to get another spaghetti ASMR stream? Really? Non-profit. Probably. Why would you even stream if you're not done eating? Well, I literally just got back into my apartment and started up a stream. You know, most more professional streamers will do stuff like put up a starting soon or something, but I sit here on a pause screen and eat pasta. What kind of pasta are we talking? Well, just shells with a little bit of Parmesan on it. Pretty good. It tastes like cheese. Well, there was a sauce on it, but it's so thin that it doesn't even matter. Some dry pasta? What are you talking about? Is you know is macaroni and cheese out of style at this point? Craft dinner if you're not in America. Shaky cheese is like 30% sawdust. Good. That's a good amount of fiber in my diet. I could use that. Who burps after eating a bowl of reheated pasta? Come on now. All right. Let's start this one up here. Well, you know what? I'm actually just gonna edit this, so I might as well just start this up, and we'll do it as we get into the thing. Where I go into the thing. All right, let's go. You, not me. It ain't me. The famous Clarence Cree Water. That's not right. Song. Hey, thank you, Sandman Brad, for the sub. I assume that you're doing this because of the constant muting of myself to eat pasta for 5 minutes here. Surely. I think this is entirely worth it. Okay, let's start this one up. Getting a little bit too overconfident in my ability to just take down every single boss that I possibly see in the game. Sure, the giant probably would be not bad with a very good weapon, but with that few amount of potion charges that I had left and everything, I think that I really should have gone for something that wasn't going to be a lot of projectiles without a shield. Look, it doesn't really matter, because now we got a much better run going on. Hey, check out that ice armor. Ice doesn't expire and can be kept until you get hit or reactivated. Basically the best item possible for a cursed sword run. Good luck trying to get a legendary version of the ice armor in a cursed sword run. I don't know why exactly. I just got a lot of good legendary items here, but hey, regardless of what sort of run you're using, legendary items, especially now that they have the special affixes on them, are worthwhile. Especially one that just nullifies a hit every, 30 seconds or so? Can't remember how long it takes for this to... What's the level? 20 seconds! 20 seconds! And I'm able to just get a free hit. And it's not even just a free hit, it also freezes enemies too, meaning that it's even more useful than just blocking. It's not just armor, it's got that much more utility to it. Ice armor was already really good. It's sort of surprising to see it get... Alright, sure. That's a lot of health loss, but fine. It's sort of incredible to see it get very buffed up then, on top of everything else. Then the other two things here, not so much. A critical hits plus 75% damage. Nice. Good. Like some pretty good stuff. Oil grenade is victims burn, which, you know, didn't actually mean to... Wrong button. But, yeah, didn't mean to do it like that, but it doesn't matter. It's all good. Rigged? Look, when I play the game off screen, I generally tend to do a lot better and have more opportunities to get legendary items just because I'm not getting hit all the time because I'm trying to talk about, like, furries or something. All right? You don't understand how much of my brain power I have to offload into talking about my favorite types of sandwiches. Or, you know, the sort of pasta that I happen to be eating before the stream started. These are all very important topics of conversation, and I need to have my full attention to them, and only a fraction of that amount can go into actually playing the video game. Off-screen, on the other hand... Yeah. Oh, it's fair game, baby. You get like nearly 30 stats before you even enter this area, and then on top of that, I also still have nearly full health, full potion charges. It's great. I think I'm gonna actually start doing that more as I'm doing some of these showcase runs. Maybe even go back and start looking at some of the previous ones that I didn't end properly, and you know, do a second take of that, because I think that. Because I like starting out halfway through a run that's already going well. It feels nice. It feels like I'm good at the video game. But, alright, anyway. We tried the new magic bow weapon yet? That was the sort of plan here, that after we were done, we were going to go check out the other new weapon in an entirely separate video. Haha, too bad, YouTube nerds. You should have been watching the stream. Even though this is... If you were watching just the YouTube, you're seeing both parts of this rather than the... 2 days or something that I had in between this and the actual video up on YouTube? You know, are you good? Am I good at this game? When was the last time that I actually beat the queen and didn't just cheese her out by having super powerful build? I mean, even if I went to go fight the queen now, I would have too powerful of a build to really, you know, get in there. As far as, like, showing off the proper fight. I gotta do that at some point in time. The old spend one singular hour just fighting a boss. And do that for every boss. Why not? I got the time. Got the Bastille Day run off the ground. Yeah, it's even farther past Bastille Day, but we're here. I'm even using the Bastille outfit. I made sure to also, like, not have the game accidentally update. I like that 100% on burning oil because I got, like, I already have that working for me. Let's just keep this for right now. What was I saying here? Oh yes, Bastille Day's run is off the ground, even though I had to, you know, turn the Steam into offline mode. And then, of course, my computer still turns on anyway because they're like, oh, we got a good update for you to do in Windows. And I'm like, didn't I turn off updates? Not well enough, apparently. And that was after I turned my... That was after I, like, you know, put my computer in sleep mode because I was literally going to be going to sleep for the night. And they're like, yo, hold up. We turned your computer back on because you gotta update, bro. Ugh. Anyway, that update also, like, broke a bunch of stuff on Windows. So, you know, Microsoft, cool job. I love you. Anyway. Please excuse the rant about Windows for a second, but I think they deserve it. Why fight the queen when she's your wife? I think you know. I actually... It's not really clear in the lore, I'll be honest. Because, you know, the king is kind of a jerk. Look, I'd fight this guy. I wouldn't. He would kill me. But, you know, I'm just saying. I can understand that. Yeah, but I thought I turned off updates, and they're like, no, you didn't. No, but you didn't, though. Like, I'm pretty sure I did. No, I'm Bill Gates. I looked at your computer, and you didn't turn off updates. My wife. Extremely Borat voice. As we all know, the most obnoxious thing that you can possibly do in any circumstance is practice your Austin Powers impression in front of people. However, the Borat impression also... Whatever. Okay. That's the amazing thing about having this legendary thing. However, I do think the Borat impression does come close. What does it mean to have an extremely Borat voice versus just a normal Borat voice? Come on now, really. You know, this is when Borat's really playing it up. Normally, it's so subdued. All right. Looks like the frying pan, but upgraded. I mean, it is an entirely separate weapon. Now, frying pan, the Vorpan still does exist, but the Panchaku are... I mean, it's similar. Still has the same, like, critical condition and everything, but it is an entirely separate weapon. Slightly less DPS, but, you know, an entirely different moveset. What does your voice sound like with a little more oomph? Certainly I've done this before. It's the radio voice. Yeah, the radio voice. Go look at the first episode of Minecraft, and I'm not going to do that here because we're not doing voices. This is not a voice. This is not a voice stream. People that don't do their updates are the same type of people that don't get their kids immunized against measles. Yeah, are they? Are they? You're right. You're right. I never really thought about it like that. God, Microsoft is out there every single day giving me free updates. I should be paying for these updates. I can't, and I'm refusing them? They even give me friendly reminders all the time that I should be updating my computer. The old-timey radio voice? No, that's a different one. Okay, well, you know, hey. Not bad damage on... There we go. Okay. Really not bad damage on the old shield here, I gotta say. Bruh. Alright. All the status effects. Yeah, that's part of the whole like accessibility thing, making it much easier to see when you got stuff going on. Oh, come on. Okay, come on, almost there. Also, Adrenaline, taking that for the first time. It's actually working out pretty well for me. Okay, with only 3 games left on the list. What are the 3 games left on the list? Invisible Ink. It's Invisible Ink. We got Age of Empires 2 coming up soon, and Hitman 3. I mean, that's not true though, because I did. Okay, everybody. Here's the big reveal. Here's the prestige. I finally bought a copy of Ratchet and Clank. That's right. It's going to start up soon enough. Also, I can probably also, go get everything else. I also do have a GameCube and 360 that I can just, I just need to go buy the stuff for it. Hey, thanks Goth Falcon for the sub. I love you. Which one? Ratchet and Clank, not the ones that are called like Up Your Ass or something. Up Your Ass and like they're naked now, which I believe is all the official names of like the sequels and everything. All right, where am I going? We got 3 choices here, and I'm kind of like willing to do any. Have you seen this run? Have you seen this run? What do you plan? We got The Hobbit coming up. The Hobbit 100% complete is one of the games. Now that I'm actually employed again, I can afford to go buy stuff. I can go like afford capture cards and whatnot. The distillery. All right, fine. If you want to. Oh boy, Loot River. Oh yeah, Loot River is also going on too. Right. And there's Hitman 3 that I got to do as well at some point in time. Invisible Ink, I feel like I'm getting pretty close to finishing though. Like we're getting like I'm good job. There. Went to 3 distilleries. Anything good? Or was it just, test the stock? Try not to die here. As always in the distillery, and then you usually fail. Such is the way of the world. That world being the world of Dead Cells. Where you die a lot. Okay. Okay. Trying to... Okay. If I just go over here, this will work. And then... I'm going to shove this into the backpack, but of course I'm going to end up using this just because I like this as a weapon, period. And I should have some pretty good damage with everything that I have going on here. Got some 140 proof rye. Ah, this kind that you can light on fire. This area's a nightmare. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Great rum and rye. I haven't had anything to drink in quite a while. Last thing was doing that one stream, and it's like that had been months since last time. That said, I did that stream, so that's all you're getting for 11 months. Remember, everybody, that's how it works. There we are. Pan obviously doing a good job here just purely with the amount of damage that I got going on, but... Barrel launcher, like, look at the barrel launcher. Look at it. It's great. And I love it. My best friend, the barrel launcher. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Now everything else I should... Still gotta watch out a little bit, but it's working out okay. Yeah, even with this amount of stats, like, these are kind of taking a hit. A little bit of a hit. Little hit. Tiny hit. Okay. There we are. Sobriety is cool, kids. Stay in school. And stay cool. And sober. That's what the doctor... Actually, that is definitely what a doctor would order. Let's be honest here. It's like, I'm fairly certain a doctor would definitely tell you not to drink. So you know what? I'm actually embodying a true... Well, I mean, I'm always embodying a doctor, but more in the sense of, being a learned man rather than being a medical doctor. But here you're getting actual medical advice from me. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. And here's where disengagement comes in handy again, as always. I want to remind everybody just how good disengagement is, because what the hell just even happened there? All right. That's the sort of point in time where... Come on. It's the sort of point in time where having disengagement and also maybe having my, my cool, ice armor up could have helped out a little bit. Your damage is so crazy, I've really stacked into one stat. I think that's clear here. All right. Come on. Get over here. Oh. And I will actually look for another Panchaku. Oh, on poison. Yeah, but I like the burning oil. It's like... That gives me like 500 damage. Nah. What else we got? Maybe I can get another one that's just better. No, nothing. All right. Success is being able to buy good cigars. Good. I don't smoke. Never smoked. Not a smoker. A toker. A midnight joker. And besides, it's just like, if you think that I'm buying quality pretty much anything, well, you know. Red wine has antivirals? Who is drinking wine to try and stave off the plague? Really now? It's like, oh man, if I down this entire bottle of Merlot, I'll definitely be immune to... Where am I going right now? I'll definitely be immune to influenza. Okay. I don't like this. Yep, there it is. All right. Hi. Okay. Anybody else want to come in here real quick? The barrels are actually, like, doing a decent job taking out stuff just by themselves right now. Okay, let's just, like, run. A little bit. Just run a little bit. You know, not like too much running or anything. Okay. Wine moms? I don't think wine moms actually drink that much wine. I'm going to say it right now. I think that is a stereotype. And you all fell for it. I can't believe y'all fell for the meme. Anyway. Oh my god, please get rid of them already. There's so many characters here. I can't even believe it. I can, though, because I've played this video game before. All right. Okay. Now then. Graduated from med school last month. Yeah, you were in med school for quite some time, I remember. I remember you mentioning words that earlier. In some earlier streams. Okay. Alright, good roll. You can skip the whole, like, climbing out of stuff if you just roll out of the entire thing, right? That is right. That's why I said it. Okay. You know, I got, like, gastronomy specifically for this sort of thing. I'm kind of hoping to find some sort of food stuff around here. Now, the real question is, do you want to see the queen, or do you want to see the astrolabe? Because I'm willing to do either, and I think I should have a fine build for any sort of final boss that I end up going for. Queen? Y'all want to see the queen? All right, fine. We'll do the queen then. It's no problem. Provided that I'm not about to die here or something, just because of the whole, you know, how this area has been going thus far. Spinny boss. You could do a spinny boss. Gotta hate the distillery. First time chat message. Extremely apropos, though. And accurate. Okay. Okay. The walking barrels. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure that's what got me to half health here. Otherwise, I would be totally fine. And I have some real good items right now, let me tell you. All right. I see a stat down there, but I don't want to push ahead, at least for the time being. Yeah? Okay. There's the throne room, but I guess we're not going for it. Found it on YouTube and came here to follow. Yep, we're doing a little bit of Dead Cells today. The plan here is hopefully get a good finisher for the new Panchaku weapon, and then check out the other new weapon that has been introduced, the Magical Bow. Apparently based on okay. Apparently based on a, yeah, all right. The mobile game that I'm not familiar with. So, I mean, I guess I don't really have too much to say about that. We're going to go start up that run, and I'm going to be like, I don't know. Like a mobile game or something? Yeah, yeah. Oh, this is terrible. Damn it. Also, unfortunately, I have not found any food here yet. Still got the 60 kills though, so surely there was nothing more important than that. Just like a piece of food anywhere around here? Oh my god. There's supposed to be like one guaranteed in every single area, right? When you stream mobile DC, never. I've never played a game on my phone before, and I'm not going to start now. Especially for a game that I already have 2,000 hours in. Like, come on. Well, I think I've seen pretty much everything I'm going to see here, so where's the exit that I'm actually looking for? I think is maybe the better question right now. You can download BlueStacks? Are you telling me to pirate phone games? I'm sorry, did you just tell me to pirate a phone game? Yeah. Okay. Man, people told me there's supposed to be right there is an exit into, or the throne room goes into the actual fight, right? It's I for whatever reason I was thinking that there was a separate exit, but still, are you kidding? And then it immediately turns into an elite. Pog. You gotta think positively. All right. Well, another poor soul will have to endure Doc's rants about why mangoes aren't the best fruit. I don't really like the flavor of mango as much as most other fruits. We could get double ice armor. That'd be fun. No. Get out of here, though. BlueStacks is just an Android emulator. You can still access the Play Store. Yeah, but is Alphabet out there, you know, even acknowledging the existence of that sort of thing? I don't think so. I forgot my... No, I didn't forget it. I still have my shield. I should take that out, because otherwise I'm just going to use the barrel launcher for this entire fight. What else, though? What else? I mean, I guess I'm going to try Adrenaline again if we're going up against the Guardian, right? Hey, wait a second. Shouldn't I have gotten a... Well, I guess we're going this route then. I thought that... Yeah, I thought that there was another exit, and I was just thinking that it was like, oh, it's going to be one of those double exits, but I guess not. How about that? Oh, well, we'll do it with the bow. Actually, it really depends on how good the bow is, because I don't know. Okay. All right. Should be able to, like, do some good stuff relating to... Okay, good hits. Anyway. And it works. Works well enough. And actually, you know, getting surprising amount of healing off of Adrenaline. It's been a little while, hasn't it? Since that's been true. Come on now. Yeah. That said, win just fine. Switch to shield? Yeah, I forgot. I forgore. Anyway, give me that thing. And I'll just leave that down there. That's fine. Oh, barely does anything for that amount of animation. Yeah, they can maybe like up the damage a little bit on this compared to how it's been going. You know how that is. Anyway, what was I saying here? Right, mangoes aren't that good. Honeydew melons, you know, melons entirely, just not that good. Science should be working on making more bananas. More bananas. That's what we really need in the world. Any questions? What's your favorite type of fruit? And I will mock it relentlessly. There. Good. At least that does enough damage to... I mean, the entire thing is setting up the whole synergy, but at least it does enough damage to, like, take out librarians in one hit, because that is exactly what I'm going to be using it for. Orange, too acidic. Why would you even want that? All right. That's good. All right. What about a watermelon texture but tastes like a juicy banana? A juicy banana? What sort of bananas are you having? That's a great thing about bananas. They're not juicy. They're delicious, and they don't, like, you know, they aren't like sticky and gross. They're nice and starchy. But anyway, you know, that's what makes it like one of the best. That's why it's the Wario of fruits. It's the best. It's like me. The best. Is this going anywhere? No. Anyway. Ugh. Does not do as much damage as I want, but at least I got the alien key easy enough. I always feel like that's the one that I never find easy enough. Okay. Because you need potassium in your diet. I can get potassium elsewhere. Certainly working at a pharmacy, I know plenty of people do. I think people take too many multivitamins. And I only ask that because I want to stop having to record so many people taking multivitamins on their prior medications. Anyway. Like, seriously, I don't know what kind you're taking. You get the CVS one. Okay, what's wrong with multivitamins? Because every single time I have to put it on... prior medications. I'm sick of doing that. Because for some reason, people don't tell them over the phone that they're taking a multivitamin. They wait until they send in... This is playing to exactly one person, and that is me. It's playing to me. This bit. I mean, for interactions, yes. All right. All right. Okay. Can you give me some ketamine? That is not the sort of place that I work. Unless you want, like, extraordinarily toxic, like a super medication is basically what they deal in. Very expensive and very deadly, unless you're taking it correctly. Okay. Okay, try not to die. Try not to die. Okay. What did I miss? We're talking about my job. That's basically it. Good. Not good enough? Okay. And then... Can't believe I've been able to maintain my shield this entire time. I'm not going to argue, though. All right. Make Special K potassium again. What? That's not what... That's not... How much potassium do you think you need in your diet? Also, well, this was convenient. Yeah, just go halfway down the entire area here. Good. All of it. Oh, you'll say goodbye to your liver then if you do that, by the way. Because you're not going to have one after you eat a pound of potassium. Become 100% potassium. You know, potassium burns when you put it in water. I'm just saying that potassium, your pitch for a superhero it has several issues with it. All right. That's considered a secret zone? Okay, there we are. Hui. Simply grow an oxide layer. Yes, that'll be my new skin. Oxide. just gotta sit out in the... Okay. Oh, it's doing that glitch where it just keeps giving me the same achievement over and over. I'm not even gonna get rid of it. I'm finding this funny. Okay. All right. All right. Hey, we're talking about potassium and why you shouldn't have too much of it. Okay, and all right. Lots of updates. Well, we got 2 new items. That's kind of the main thing. Otherwise, it's a lot of like rebalancing. You can see that there are now special legendary affixes. The one on Ice Armor has been pretty nice. And it also would be great if I could get that for a legendary piece of equipment. I have my doubts that I'd ever be able to find for a cursed sword. I have my doubts though that I'd ever be able to find a legendary version of this with the cursed sword. Okay, I'm exiting and coming back in here. All right. Imagine having a... Yeah. Okay. Imagine having a job. This post was made by the recently sacked gang. Yeah, it happens. You know how many jobs I've had and then subsequently lost? Not due to my own fault. I've never been actually fired. Yes, I have once. But that's neither here nor there. You don't need to know that story. There's actually not really a story about it. It's just, I don't know. It's no longer Bastille Day. Bastille Day was last week. I got on the outfit. Is that not good enough? Really now? Okay, smile. Shrewd sleuth, smile. I got an achievement, smile. Actually, let's just go get the food stuffs here. Oh, we do need to know. There's actually not really a thing related to that. I mean, I was leaving it was a summer job, and I was leaving for the summer to go to school, and I guess they're just like, I don't really need you, so you're fired. I'm like, what? Hey. Put your hand inside the corporate cookie jar? Yes. I stole from Steve Jobs' cookie jar. And when he asked, I said, who, me? Couldn't be. It's Bastille Day in my heart. Yes. The Bastille is currently being stormed in your heart, and the king is being executed. Your heart king. The king of hearts. No, it's right there. Anyway. They did revive the I don't know what, Gros Michel banana? They sell for $77 a box plus shipping. Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, that's the whole thing where it's just like bananas are an abomination. They are something that was just super specially crafted to be the way they are, and as such, they have to be you have to make banana trees only through cuttings. That means that they all have virtually identical genetic structures and are hence very, very susceptible to disease. Just kind of how that goes. Flawless victory doesn't even matter in this one because this is alpha. I'm not going to be able to get actual achievements regardless. All right. Good. Want to go anymore? Okay. Banana is actually a berry? You'll find that many fruits are. I feel like people do not know enough about botany. Like, seriously. You don't even realize the amount of things, you know, like the amount of, like, so-called vegetables that are actually fruits. And like a pumpkin. Like, what do you think a pumpkin is? Okay. Yeah. All right. Not bad. Is mayonnaise a berry? Mayonnaise is largely egg. Would you consider an egg to be a berry of an animal? Asking the real questions here. Oh, what? You shouldn't have been able to still hit me with that. Good parry. Palm trees aren't even trees, they're technically grass. Yeah, see, again, it's like everybody should know more about horticulture entirely. So you can stop saying such stupid stuff about like, oh, did you know that the tomato is a fruit? It's like, yeah, so is like most things. So it's like most things you think of as vegetables. Stupid children learning something on like some sort of educational television and thinking they know everything. That's right, I'm coming down hard again on children. They know what they did. Pog. Okay, there. Like, don't have me lose here. That would be horribly embarrassing. Okay, how many of these do I need to use right now? It'll be as horribly embarrassing as the last time it was horribly embarrassing. I think they should probably up the damage on this a little bit. Children, the true enemy. I mean, think about it though. Did you think about it? Now please tell me the reasoning that I was about to use there, because I didn't come up with anything. All right. Cucumber is a fruit, actually. Exactly. Yeah, like a cucumber. Like I was just talking about a pumpkin. You know, I mean, like lettuce, that's like those are leaves. They're like stalks and roots. We've talked about this before. Trees aren't any kind of separate thing. They're just the way in which plants grow. Wouldn't he summon those spiky balls? He always does summon those spiky balls. It's just usually I clear past that phase pretty quickly. I mean, it's not even like he summons them. That's just in that... with one boss cell active. That's just in that particular room. What's the difference between juice and soup? There's peach juice and peach soup. What's the difference between soup and tea? Think about that. And I'm blowing your mind here with all these. Okay, we got to end the episode, at least for this one. And now we'll go start up the next one. All right, turn all that back on, turn all that off, and give me out the magic bows. Unless you want to hear me eat pasta. Who wants to hear me eat pasta? It is a wow, tactics survival. Is there anything else anymore? Frost Blast. It is still tactics survival. Yeah, ice shards. Boys axe. So yeah, okay. And obviously is this supposed to be a crossbow? It's interesting. No, not the pasta. I have it here though. I still have a big ol' heaping helping plate of pasta. Oh yeah, so let's turn to the outfit. Let's get everything back on. Well, not everything. Not you. And what's the other ones? Oh boy. Never mind. There's a specific outfit for this. What's your least favorite and most favorite type of pasta? Most favorite would probably be something like a stuffed pasta. So we're talking like a tortellini. We're talking like a ravioli. A lasagna? Sure. Least favorite? God, I don't know. I don't know if there's any particular kind of pasta because, you know, it's just mostly the shapes. The shapes are different. I like pesto. I mean, would you consider pesto to be like, you know, I don't know if I would necessarily say like a pasta. That's a pasta. That's like a sauce for a pasta. I don't know what. Where it's called the night outfit. Oh my. Oh. Oh my. Well, this is weird. Huh. What the hell? Anyway. That's a cursed outfit. Vegan pesto slaps? Wait a second. What? Yeah, it's like pesto is vegan. It's what is it? It's basil and yeah, pesto is just like basil and pine nuts, right? Parmesan? Is Parmesan only in there? I thought you just put that on there as well. You know, like how risotto do. Basil and Parmesan. Okay, well, huh. I like pasta filled out with cheese for no reason. It's vegetarian but not vegan. Oh, okay. I'll admit I don't really eat a whole lot of pesto. It's not really, you know, not really something I have an awful lot of. Deep fried pasta is a thing? Yeah, I know. It's from another roguelite mobile game called Soul Knight, and it's damn hard to complete. Like most of those games. There's not really a whole ton of them that I'm like, oh man, what an easy one. It only took me like 2 tries. There were definitely a couple of them, though, that were like that, right? That I just like beat on my first try. Were there any? I don't think so. Yeah, well, anyway, look, I played quite a few roguelites on the channel. We could do an entire, like, thing about that. We could go do, like, an entire week where I just go... I saw Retromation doing that, where you had, like, an entire wheel that you would spin to go and play a different roguelite game. I can do the same thing. I'm as cool as him. But, also, I also finished all those games, so, you know. Except for Goner 2. I still got to go do that one. That's one series on the channel that I have not finished yet. That isn't, you know, ongoing. Anyway, alright. Well, let's go see what this thing is like. Although I would like to also just continue eating my pasta filled out with cheese for no reason. Man, maybe I'm going to go do that. That does sound really good right now, that pasta that I was literally just eating. What if I had a spoon in one hand and the controller in the other? Yes, I'm still eating it. All right. What, you mean this? Anyway. Okay. Now then, back to the actual game. Okay. Set this one up then in 5, 4, 3, 2. No, I'm choking on pasta. Okay. All right. Starting this one then in 5, 4, 3, 2. Panchaku wasn't the only thing added in this new update. We also got a weapon from a mobile game that I'm not familiar with called, what was it, Soul Knight, I think? Also a new outfit, which is... It looks like if it typed in big head mode cheat for the Shovel Knight. Anyway, okay, we gotta go try that one again. I miss big head mode. When are we gonna bring that back? Anyway. Accurate to the game? I'm not familiar with the game. Anyway. Is a taco a sandwich? Yeah. Okay, if you want to go talk about sandwiches, we got an entire episode of 13 Sentinels that you can go and watch. I think you can guess which one it is. That's right, it's Cool Star Wars Faxes. Anyway. You can also go watch 13 Sentinels. Which is maybe, like, not something I should suggest people do. I don't know. Currently on part 3 of 13. Oh yeah, part 3 is technically the God, I don't even know how you describe it. That's like the pre-game. Because you're not good luck with that. I don't know why you'd want to watch it, especially after. What'd you think of the okay, Parasite. You've been watching the entire Persona series. What'd you think of that? I want to get like a little bit of a series in review just real quick, because so few people are actually going to do that. Anything to be said? Devs confirmed a boss rush mode? What would that even be? Huh. 2023 is the biggest year yet? Really? Not 2018 or 2017? Well, we'll see about that. I'm kind of surprised they're still even updating this game. I love the whole character arc of a slow descent into madness. God, you can just go and like look at some of the titles of that, which I'm going to right now because I feel like it. Because we're still in the pre-episode sort of thing. Where is this thing? I'm a Doc Firebird old head and I still haven't managed to fight my way through Persona. Why not? It's truly the greatest episode of series, the greatest series I've done on the channel. First take of the last episode of P5, you're just, yeah, it was literally me just swearing because I was so mad about it, and basically I just wanted to let out the anger for the last episode, but it's just like that was sort of, you know. Not a dumb series. But yeah, real quick here. Like, yeah, I just started out with Japanese study with Persona 5. Persona 5, the episode where Mara appears. Persona 5, the I can't believe we just talked about Taco Bell again. Persona 5, the absolute worst episode in the series. Persona 5, the end, not actually the end. Oh yeah, and then there's the one, Persona 5, the instant return to criminal prosecution storylines after fighting God, with the thumbnail that just has a big caption of "God is dead" on it. Persona 5, the world's foremost Persona 5 scholar. That is, and just like Persona 5, the increasing vitriol. Of course, there was the Pers Meltdown. Persona 5, the Persona 5, the Persona 5. What a fucking series. Anyway. Oh. I can also do that with 13 Sentinels, which I think had a very, similar sort of storyline develop with it. Let me see real quick. Just because I'm curious. And how long ago was it that we played this thing? Well, it wasn't that long ago. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, Planet of the... Thinking a lot about Shaq getting injured by food, I think, is one of the greatest titles for anything that I had on in like the entirety of this channel. Wasn't even a thing I said. Average lifespan of an elephant, cool Star Wars facts, references, word association, and song parodies. It's like, wow, we really just lost it at the end of that series. To Me, Kids Are Starving. No, To Me, Kids Are Starving is the worst bit. And then the way we like congratulated ourselves for coming up with such a good bit in that episode. Oh, it wasn't even my bit, but I still... Okay. We gotta stop talking about my terrible series. Don't worry, I'm sure somebody's gonna force me to play another visual novel soon enough. That's how it goes. That's how it goes, unfortunately. And I don't want it to go that way, but it does. Like, those last few episodes, literally, I picked out one line we said during the entire thing because so little happened in the game or us talking. Okay. Let's actually start up the thing. Okay. All right. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2. Panchaku wasn't the only thing introduced in this new alpha. We also got a weapon called the Magic Bow, which is a reference to a mobile game I'm not too familiar with. Can somebody tell me exactly what that is again? If somebody's in chat right now. Guys, tell me the thing. My game list actually features 0 visual novels. Soul Knight. Okay, thank you. Yeah, well, what? Okay, so no visual novels. Now, how many card games and or JRPGs? Because I don't know. You could have me playing like card game JRPGs. Come on, I certainly know some of them. Was Dark Cloud like that? I don't think so. That can potentially be a Gulf JRPG. One JRPG. I knew it. Well, motherfucker, you can't even do it because one of the things that's coming up here is, and I totally forgot to even mention this when we were talking about the things that are going to be happening soon. Dragon's Dogma is coming up, so that fulfills the JRPGs for the next 3 months. Was PS Zelda? It also had a golfing minigame, but anyway. I guess I could just say, if we're talking about card games, the JRPGs, I could just say the Mega Man Battle Network games, whatever. That works. Dragon's Dogma Balls, Pog. No, we had to uninstall Dogma Balls. Play Ring of Red? I don't even know what that is. Is that the thing, the Xbox 360? I'm old. Anyway. Okay. Soul Knight. Fallout New Vegas had a card mini... Okay. Hold up. If you're going to talk about card mini games in an RPG, why wouldn't you just bring up like Triple Triad or that terrible one from Final Fantasy IX that was bad, that I don't even remember the name of? That's not even... Fallout New Vegas has poker, doesn't it? It like just has poker, right? It takes place in Las Vegas. And also it's not even Japanese. Anyway. Card mini games don't count. Have you played Wizard of Legend? If not, I'll be willing to buy it for you. Shut up. Anyway, okay, let's start up the actual. Let's start up the actual thing here. All right, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2. Panchaku wasn't the only item introduced in this new alpha. We also got the Magic Bow, a weapon from Soul Knight, a mobile roguelite game that I can't really say I'm too familiar with, but I am only too familiar with what the characters look like. All right, let's check this thing out. I didn't even realize that this was in the game until somebody told me about it. So of course we're going to immediately go for the 2 times damage version of it. Why not? Homing arrows deal more damage if they hit the same enemy. Okay, kind of slow. Really big range. Very, very long cast time. Yeah, let's just call it that. It does still have ammo to it, so that's interesting. Well, let's see how this thing works. Because I am always willing to go for a survival weapon, of a survival ranged weapon. Those always tend to be some of the best ranged weapons. And although they have changed that up quite a bit in recent years, I still think that I almost fully expect this to be a crossbow from the look of it. But no, it's one-handed. It's just kind of slow to end up using. And I gotta say though, the homing is interesting. I talked about this before when I was using Magic Missile. That one of the best parts about having the Magic Missile is that it locks onto enemies, no problem at all. You just need to hold down the attack button and you're able to get the highest conceivable DPS you possibly can. That's not quite the same thing here, but certainly with the way that everything homes into enemies, you are going to be getting the most. It's not quite using the heavy crossbow comparatively, where you need to get right next to enemies to have it be used to really maximize your DPS. It's like, nope, you can just go all the way over here. In fact, on 5-cell mode, waiting for enemies to run towards you is probably a legitimate strategy with this. Boy, the animation on this is so weird. Anyway, I foresee big damage potential for this in tactics. I mean, I think even in survival, I'm obviously going to go with survival because I've learned my lesson in terms of slow ranged weapons. Just if it's going to take a while to actually fire, I'm just gonna go survival if they give me the chance. It's a good idea. All right, so it does stop being effective if it hits the ground, but otherwise the homing is so intense that it seems like you can shoot it from most anywhere. And like I said, especially on 5-cell mode, teleportation alone will be able to make it still hit most of the enemies that are coming at you. Obviously, when you don't have everything teleporting to you, maybe that's going to be a little bit less useful, but I can't imagine that much more or less useful. Then you can just do stuff like sit on the ledge of places like this and just fire stuff until everything's dead. Which, as much as I'd like to, yeah, not really possible. Okay, not really possible here. This is also definitely one of those weapons in 5-cell mode where jumping around and then firing off stuff, you know, starting up the whole shot animation is going to be more important than, you know, just like standing on the ground, constantly trying to fire it off as much as possible. Preventing enemies from spawning right next to you is an important part of 5-cell mode entirely, but especially if, you know, it's supposed to be a ranged weapon. Getting as much time before that happens as possible is a good idea. What is this outfit? It's apparent. I'm guessing this is probably the main character of Soul Knight. Like I said, I'm not familiar with the game. I'm sorry, everybody. I failed you as a streamer and your video game dad. not knowing anything about this. But to be fair, I did not even know that there was a second new weapon in the game. I just knew about the Panchaku. And I was told, hey, you're gonna do the magic bow run? And I'm like, what? Yes. Then as I was looking to turn back on all of the outfits, I noticed that we had this one here, so That is also, like, I did not realize that there was anything more than the Panchaku and a bunch of like balance stuff going on here at first. It's a class named the Knight. Its special ability is to duel two different guns at once. Oh, is it like an Enter the Gungeon type of game where you got like a whole bunch of different guns and the magic bow is one of them? That's at least the first thing that I'm thinking of when you describe it like that. Also, I like Enter the Gungeon. It's a fun game. All right, what am I doing here? What do I even want? Probably Necromancy. Make sure that I don't die quickly. That or Disengagement is usually a pretty safe bet. More weapons? Only one more weapon as far as I know. Man, I replayed KOTOR recently, and the fact that the AI cheats the card minigame is so absurd. I mean, yes, going back to before the stream when we were talking about card games again. And it's like, you can just cheat at the one in New Vegas if you want to. That's like the easiest way to get all the money you could possibly need for the entire game. Not that really matters too much. It's not really the sort of game where, oh man, you got to maximize your DPS. Otherwise, what are you even doing in Fallout New Vegas? I mean, besides, isn't KOTOR like famous for being able to save scum that really easy? And especially if you're not playing an evil character, it's kind of hard to get money. So you want to do that. That's like a very legitimate. Okay, that was close. Hey, regular Vorpan. Like a very legitimate strategy for actually being... Oh, that's why I couldn't get into the Queen fight last time. I didn't even do the quest thing. Okay. So that was the... Right, because the whole alpha thing, it sort of resets your progress on a lot of stuff for the experimental save file they have you working with. That's why I couldn't find that exit in the distillery. All right. That explains it. Same thing with not finding the bank, for example. Although I should have the bank now. All right. How much do you weigh? Too much. Like, why do you... Wait, why do you want to know? I'm a large man, both in size, both in height and width. I don't know why this would be important. Anyway. Yeah. They're remaking KOTOR? Yeah, I saw that. I don't know if I'm like super interested in KOTOR. I've seen playthroughs of it before, and yeah, you know. But like, I've never been huge into Star Wars, so I like it, you know? Know what I'm saying here? Man, tracking on any sort of like hefty tracking that you get on any sort of weapon. Magic Missile was the comparison. But this is so nice just to have it like that, even though, again, it is a very slow weapon to compensate. I am using a 2x damage one, and although that's good for right now, it is going to be dropping off real soon, so I suppose I should keep that in mind. Oh, come on now. No? Right. Good. And... all right. KOTOR has like the best combat system in a video game ever. I don't believe that. I'm playing Dead Cells right now, which has the best combat in any sort of video game, and provably so, unlike your precious KOTOR. But really, it's like, is it really that good? I'm not familiar. Rooting is actually kind of useful. If this is going to be sort of a slow ranged weapon, I should really consider having, you know, keeping this or having an upgraded version of it a little bit later on. That said, for right now, there we go. Just got to thread that needle to be able to sell this thing correctly. Okay, or I'm just going to die. Ah, whatever. It's not that good. Is it? I think you're just large in presence or charisma. In presence or charisma? Well, I'm large in presence, unfortunately. Whatever, we'll just restart that episode. It wasn't that good in the first place. All right, you ready for another one? Saw a clip of somebody with a legendary magic bow, 10 arrows instead of 5. Ooh, 4 times damage? Wow. Jeez. All right. Think of it as Magicka of Gungeon and Dead Cells rather than having different rarities and legendaries being the strongest. They have one punch, one shots everything with bosses, but can only be used once. Yeah, that was the thing. It was the makeshift canon based on that one episode where Kirk, the one episode of Star Trek where Kirk fought the Gorn. I know this. Anyway. So anyway, I don't know. I'm like 500 kilograms or something. There. That's how much I weigh. So now then, prove to me that KOTOR has the best combat system of all time, because I don't believe you. Anyway, and in the meantime, we'll start up the video again. All right, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2. Ponchaku isn't the only. What do you mean, dang? I don't actually know how much that is. Is that too thin? Or is that like a... I'm getting close to a metric ton. It's turn-based, but not really. I hate games like that. Those games are the worst. That is half a ton. That's right, chat. I weigh half a ton. I wash myself with a rag on a stick. There, now you know just how large I am for your fan fictions. 500 kilograms is like a polar bear. Well, maybe I'm like a polar bear. You don't know. Turn-based with auto attack, it's fine, not great. Yeah, so like what, a Final Fantasy or like a Yokai Watch? Or yeah, also just like a, that's true, just like a an MMO. Do you hibernate? No. No, that's dumb. You likely could barely breathe. Well, I'm breathing right now, aren't I? I wash myself with a rag on a stick. It's a stupid bit. Anyway, all right, anyway. Maybe I'm a polar bear that's streaming, or maybe I'm this guy again. You don't know. All right. Let's do this actual thing, and then we can go and talk about how much polar bears weigh during the actual stream itself. Basically, it's like Fallout pauses to use special attacks. Fallout was turn-based. It was a tactics game. We know you're the Joker, baby. You don't know what this guy... You can't see like this guy's eyes and hair. He might have green hair. Joker, baby. I'm a Joker, baby. Anyway. So yeah, KOTOR, this sounds terrible. I don't like it. Now then. Yeah, stop fat shaming me and start fat encouraging me. Come on, Chad. I'm here. This is the most famous feeder feedy RP channel on Twitch. You should be encouraging me to eat a bunch of cupcakes or something. Anyway. Tactical pauses to target special moves type of deal. You should get a shirt with nipples. No, I just should never wear a shirt. And I'm just going to be like, oh, Chad, I ate so much food and whatever. Now you got to come and rub my belly. Come on. This is the sort of quality you expect out of the greatest. What did I say before? The stream. Anyway. I'm trying to just not do the episode because I don't want to do the episode. Sounds like a fucked up fanfic. Okay, hold up. What do you mean that sounds like a fucked up fanfic? Oh, I'm sorry. I ate a lot of food and I'm feeling very satisfied and everything, Chad. Now come and rub my belly. Ugh, disgusting. Anyway. Oh, I'm vomiting all over the place even thinking about that. Anyway. You wanna get the bars of soap like the Fight Club. Okay, I'm putting this off way too long here. All right. Okay. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2. How would you replace the polar bear? What would you replace it with? Footage of dead cells? That'd be weird. Okay. Come on. Not soap, just lard for cooking. I don't know if I want anybody cooking with any sort of like body, anything that you would get from me. Whatever sort of like human edible product that I could possibly create. It's got to get some of those Doc Firebird scrapings to put on to season the eggs. Anyway. Okay. Enough of this. Thought you were just made out of cheese? I don't know. I mean, like, factually, you know, I do eat enough of it. Cheers from Minnesota. Hey, we're talking about my chat cannibalizing me. People are trying to figure out how to eat me. And that's the direction that we've gone in here. Anyway. Look, I just need a small amount of blood from you to complete the ritual. It's not even a big deal. All right, difficult times call for... What sort of difficult times are you in where you're trying to resort to cannibalism across Twitch? Who will be forced to watch awful anime? Well, you guys are doing a bad job at that anyway, because the 2 animes that I have right now, I can't even watch. Inflation? Yeah. I mean, I'm fat enough. I don't know if you would even notice if you tried to inflate me at all, but... Okay, we have to start the actual episode here. All right. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2. Like, I've never actually had boba tea before. Also, the turkey ass scene from Norbit. Okay, quick show of hands. Who here has seen the movie Norbit and that even knows what that is? Nobody? Yeah, I thought so. I don't believe that you've seen it. Let me ask you about your 10 favorite scenes in Norbit. I've seen the movie Spaceballs, fair enough. I mean, I have too. Heard of it. There's more people than I would have expected that have actually seen Norbit. Yeah, but if you're gonna watch Eddie Murphy in something, wouldn't you want to watch a good movie? Anyway. Okay, we have to like actually do the stupid video here. Does he play another morbidly obese character in that? Yes. Yeah, no, you got it. Or was he the thin guy? Actually, don't know. In that one. Well, I mean, no. He plays the morbid. No. Right. He right. He's not playing himself in the movie. What am I thinking? No. He plays Norbit, but he also plays the person that whatever. He acted fat. Yes, I believe. I mean, that's why he's an Academy Award winner, because he was able to, you know, convince you that he was fat, even though he's actually quite a svelte man. Anyway, I don't know the name of the character. I just know it's like Norbit's wife or something. I never saw the movie. He doesn't play himself in the movie. He plays the title character. But it's just like he still plays other characters, which is why I was getting confused. Because this is stupid, and I hate that he loves doing that so much. Only Christian Bale can become obese for an Oscar. Yeah, because they can't just have an obese person act. They have to have somebody who's not obese and make them obese. Hollywood, am I right? The liberal elite. Oh yeah, we also kind of like did kind of skip over the whole turkey ass. I don't even know what that scene is about. Was nominated for an Oscar. No, I believe that. Bowfinger is better. Is it though? I never saw that movie, but whatever. Oh yes, the lizard's in control. That movie, They Live. It was a documentary. I'm not going to Google that, and we're not going to go and watch scenes from Norbit right now. All right. Anyway, let's. I'm still trying to put off let's do the run. Let's do the run. Nominated for best makeup offer for turning Morphe. Yeah. A viewer of Build and Dead Cells, and you'll play it. Yeah, probably. But we gotta actually do a real run here too. I mean, I do have a run ready to go now. I just need to stick it in the video game video renderer. That's sure. But I'm gonna go do that. Okay, let's start this one up in 5, 4, 3, 2. Panchaku wasn't the only new item in this alpha. We also got the magic bow from a mobile game called Soul Knight, which I'll admit I'm not super familiar with, but it also came with a new costume, which is interesting. Anyway, let's check this thing out. I was not even familiar with the fact that there was a second new weapon when I originally started this up. It was, halfway through the Panchaku run that people were like, hey, you're going to end up doing the magic bow as well? And I'm like, what? Huh? What? Hey. I'm going to try that one again. Philip Seymour Hoffman won an Academy Award for playing a tubbier role while also being a heroin addict. What? What? Anyway, the next visual novel, second guy gets a Norbit episode like the Ballistic Sex versus Sever one. That's the porn parody of it. Okay. You were doing good. Was I though? Was I? I don't know. I can do better than that. You should talk about Norbit lore. I never saw the movie. I don't know it. Ballistic X versus Sever wasn't even a visual novel. That was an episode of that was me doing the Tainted Keeper run in Binding of Isaac. And then we referenced it while doing King's Quest, where we talked about Forget Paris. Anyway, you want to write your copy? If you want to. Sure, you know what? Let's talk about Norbit a little bit more. But while you end up writing my, well, you end up you'll get credited as a writer for this episode. What's your favorite Eddie Murphy movie? I don't know. I'd have to go look up like a list and probably choose the one that I hated the least in all likelihood. He's done like actual good stuff, but I haven't seen those movies. I only saw the bad ones. There was also one episode with Second Guy. I mean, I'm the only one that I remember where we talked about Ballistic X versus Sever was the Tainted Greed character run, where I did have Second Guy on that one. And I believe it was called like the Ballistic X versus Sever episode. What about Mulan? I don't think I've seen Mulan. Have I? I don't know. No, yeah, I guess I could just say Shrek. I have seen Shrek. So, you know what? Let's say I do know that he voiced Mushu, but yeah, I don't remember if I ever saw that or not. Well, anyway, 50K points to make me watch an Eddie Murphy movie. Yeah, but it's got to be a free thing. Only Shrek lore in the intro. I only ever saw the first 2 Shrek movies. Like, I don't... You're really... But yeah, let's say Shrek. Best Eddie Murphy movie I've seen, and he's not even the star of that movie. He's one of the ensemble cast, is Shrek. Okay? Is that good enough? Do we need any more explanation as to Eddie Murphy? And what about, I never saw Coming to America. I know everybody loves that movie. I've never seen it. Like a sequel or something, didn't they? Weird. Hey guys, new update, I've already done the one. I never saw 48 Hours or Beverly Hills Cop. I told you I haven't. I know. Okay, is Golden Child really that good? And besides, I only saw like 10 minutes of that, so it doesn't count either. I don't think Golden Child is that good of a movie. It's got a fun, what is that guy? Frank Oz as like very traditional Satan. It's called Coming to America. Okay. Never saw Harlem Nights. I'm actually not even familiar with that one. Are you even American? I don't watch a lot of movies. Movies cost money to see, and I'm not made of money. I'm made of cheese, as we've established earlier. I got to spend all my money on pizzas. Not on movies. Great movie, a lot of old comedians in their prime. Golden Child is better than Double Dragon. Who thinks either of those movies are good? I mean, if you watch it like if you watch it when you were like 5 years old, I guess. The greatest movie of all time. Oh, it's the battle of the greatest movies of all time. Karate Kid versus Space Jam. Which will come out as a classic of cinema. Anyway. Okay. Let's get back to this already. Most of these I watched as a kid. I can tell, because there's no way. I don't believe it. I don't believe anybody as an adult would think that half of these movies would think that Space Jam is good. Let us force movies. Yeah, but the thing is, anime is free. At least the anime that I'm supposed to be watching is supposed to be free. But y'all keep choosing ones that are not free, which means that they get put on the back burner forever. And that's how it works. No, I didn't care much about Space Jam. Karate Kid kind of is a classic. Is it? Is it though? Like, is that considered a classic of cinema? I don't believe it. I don't believe that there are people out there. Ugh. Come on now. It's iconic. So's Kung Pao Enter the Fist. Anyway. How do you define classic? Of a high enough quality to actually be recommendable to other people. I can't rewatch it though. It's cringe now. Way too crungo. Mr. Miyagi. Well, oh look, what is that name? What is that guy's name? A very, very famous actor. Yes. He is. He's a great actor, but it's just like, do you really think that just because he might be an iconic movie role, that does not mean the movie's good? Anyway. Anime fan equals only likes popular shonen. I don't. Pat Morita, thank you. Is there a second Kung Pao? No, not as far as I know. I mean, I feel like there shouldn't be, even if there was. Like, there shouldn't be. Only likes popular. I don't only like popular shonen. People only make me watch popular shonen. Like, I don't want to. But, and actually, it's not even like popular shonen. I don't even. Well, Overlord is definitely pretty popular, right? That's definitely one people got into. Like, I don't know how popular Kingdom was, for example. Anyway. I'm not an anime fan, that's the point. Add a movie. I don't have the money. I'm made of pizzas, not money. I'm 500 kilograms of pizza molded into a human. I'm just speaking of Spaceballs. Oh no, with the reveal. I'm actually Pizza the Hut the entire time. There are a decent amount of free movies on YouTube. I keep thinking about like wanting to go and finally watch the Terminator. The Terminator is free on YouTube, and I can just go, watch that finally, because I've never seen that movie before. But also, man, I got so much other anime to watch. But Pizza the Hut ate himself to death. Well, I'm sorry to say this, but I think that might be the way that I will go out as well. You haven't even watched a Terminator? No, I have not. That's why I'm just like, maybe I should. The first Terminator sucked. Okay. I know we have a lot of hot opinions here vis-a-vis the Karate Kid, but come on. Come on now, really. Oh, this has been going on too long. We gotta actually start up the episode and not just sit here and talk about dumb garbage. And talk about movies and me self cannibalizing until there's nothing left. Always recommend Blackadder's not a movie. Wait, it's not, right? I thought that was like a miniseries, like a set of miniseries. Maybe I'm wrong about that. No, it's a series. Okay. I'm not super familiar, obviously. Okay. We have to stop talking about how I'm a polar bear comprised of pizzas and movies. I'm not comprised of movies. Have you seen Team America: World Police? Yes, I have. Well, duh, of course I have. It was Blackadder is such an ensemble cast. I mostly only know Blackadder for being Hugh Laurie than anything else. I was trying to remember, like, I'm only tangentially familiar with it. Okay, we gotta start. Huh? What do you mean question marks? It's Rowan Atkinson. Yeah, I know. You'd think that I would know. But I told you, I only tangentially know about the shows. That's why. I thought they were movies to start with. For God's sake. Oh. So anyway, we'll do a full watch through of Man vs. Bee starting tomorrow on stream. I won't be streaming it, but I will be streaming my reaction to it. Pog. Oh. Anyway, let's gotta start this thing up. We have to start this. We can't just keep talking about Rowan Atkinson. Stop being an overweight man, chat. What? You're not supposed to be feeding me. You're supposed to be rubbing my belly. We've already gone over this. I hope you actually commit and do this. No. No, that was a bit. I'm not doing it. Why would I do that? That show sounds like garbage. I just know that that's the last thing that Rowan Atkinson was in. How else are we supposed to make him do anything? Or you could just ask. You don't have to keep rubbing my belly so aggressively. I have to start this episode before we go any farther. Okay. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2. Banchaku wasn't the only item introduced in this new alpha. We also got the Magic Bow, a weapon from Soul Knight, I believe it's called. I'm not very familiar with it, but I am familiar with what the characters look like. So let's see what's going on here. Told something of a combination of a, I don't know, enter the gungeon with a mobile style to it. I can't really tell you exactly what it plays. Gotta restart that one. That's nothing. So be it. Therefore, I ask you actually record the episode in this take. Okay, we'll do it. One more take, and one more take only. No more takes will be allowed past this point. We ride or die on this take. And then you'll rub my belly, right, chat? Anyway. Okay. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2. Panchaku wasn't the only weapon introduced in this update. We also got the Magic Bow, originally from a game called Soul Knight, sort of a roguelite mobile game that plays, at least I've been told, somewhat similar to Enter the Gungeon. But the weapon here is an interesting one. Not only do we get another in the long line of very, very good survival ranged weapons, it also has extreme tracking on each one of these arrows. Homes in deals more damage if they hit the same enemy. So, in some ways, a little bit like how Puyo Power works, for example, where it becomes more powerful as you hit more enemies with the same egg. And being another game reference type of item, I feel like I'm already going to be enjoying this one. Though, it's sort of hard to say exactly how it's going to end up scaling. Oh yeah, alpha, so everything is still not quite entirely unlocked here. But hey, it gives a good example of exactly how this thing works. Much like the magic missile, which you can just fire that thing off anywhere. You can hold down the attack button and get the maximum theoretical DPS out of that. This, I feel, is somewhat similar. Much longer charge up time to actually make this thing work, so that's a little bit of a downside. But the way that it shoots out, you know, what, even more than the usual amount of arrows that you would get out of a heavy crossbow, and they're all, as long as they're close enough, almost guaranteed to hit the enemies. I think that this, as long as I build it right, is going to be a good weapon. That long charge up time, though, does make me think definitely going to want to really plan out how I'm using this thing. Exploiting enemies teleporting to me is going to be tantamount to my success, I'm thinking. Because, you know, with all of these arrows going somewhat slowly, and the way that on 5-cell mode, enemies teleport, I can kind of set up some pretty good combos, and that means that each one of the arrows that I shoot off should be able to hit well. I don't know, though. I mean, aside from that, like I said, the idea that I could be getting conceivably, like, theoretical maximum DPS in the same way that I do with the... oh, come on now. In the same way that I did with the magic missile. All I need is enough stats or synergies or something to buff up the damage even just a little bit. Already, the thing that I'm using here, the wolf trap, I think is going a long way towards making that happen. Maybe even just like 2-3 times damage. Affix on this could work out well for that. Because as a survival weapon, after all, you do get a lot more, well, survivability. Maybe not just with the raw health alone, but as soon as I get a couple of mutations, it should be looking pretty good for even taking like 2-4 times damage type of weaponry. Yeah, pretty much how I expect that to look. I guess it just kind of goes out of the helmet, right? I'm so used to playing as Brutality after all the Panchaku runs. Totally forgetting what stats I'm supposed to be taking here. All right. Why are you all talking about Norbit in chat still? Like, we somehow everybody got on the topic of Norbit, and I'm not going to watch that movie or any other movie or movies, period. In fact, I have given up entirely on cinema. The medium of film is no longer the message. In fact, it's dead to me. And I am never going to speak of it again. Okay. All right, well, they don't pierce through shields. Not that there's any reason why I think that they should, but I guess still good to know. It does also have a limited amount of ammo with this. I don't know if that's even going to be relevant at any point in time, but maybe something Gonna remember in the future. Yeah, if I'm not able to take down enemies in just a couple shots, it does become a little bit more questionable. But much like using the heavy crossbow, I think it's just a matter of getting a little bit better synergies going on. Yeah, what's your top 10 favorite scenes in Norbit, chat? Something about turkeys or whatever. I know that one. You don't need to even mention it. Anyway. Oh my god. Let's go into the sewers. I don't know anything about Soul Knight, so I don't really know what the most apropos run to be taking would be, but it's been a while since I've gone in the sewers, so as far as I'm concerned, that's good enough. And yeah, we got the achievement glitching again. Every single time. With these alphas, you know, it resets your progress, sort of. I mean, it doesn't reset your progress. You get a special save file where everything's unlocked to do this, and that causes fun glitches to happen. And that's in addition to all the fun glitches that you already have with going into alpha. Soul Knight is like the Dark Souls of Knight games. Oh, come on. Certainly there's more Dark Souls Knight games. There are so many Dark Souls games out there at this point in time. And besides, it seemed more like it was supposed to be Gungeon-like, right? That is how I described it. So I guess most people's major context for understanding Soul Knight right now is the way that I had it described to me. But as it is, where am I going with this? I'd like to go get an upgrade for this weapon already. Because I'm seeing that even though, yeah, the damage seems good in the first area, as always. Damage always seems good in that first area. You can even make stuff like tentacle work, as long as you're only in the first zone. I'm going to need an upgrade, and like I said, some form of, I don't know, damage increasing synergy, anything at all. I'd love to see just about anything right now. Piercing, though, is not even doing too bad, so that said, okay, we got that down at least. You can see a very clear, like I am just mashing this thing, and I am actually running out of arrows for the first time. Right. Okay. At least it takes a long enough time to attack me that's not even a big deal. All right. I also could use some better secondary items. Perhaps like a giant fist would go down easy here as well. I'd like to sell that, but I'm pretty sure that's the one that's going to only be worth like 1 gold. So, all right. The tracking is good. It's not perfect though. Yeah. Well, we got 1 gold. Okay. Well, there you go. Now then, wait. Well, that's convenient. I'm really enjoying these new. I'm really enjoying these new affixes we're getting on legendary items. So you can pretty much just be permanently at 50% health with this, eh? All right. Also, poisoned on target. Now that is going to be a little bit of an issue, just in general, for the sake of not dying. Being this low on health and still having to go into melee range and everything. But at the same time, hey, you know the great thing about having a... Okay, good. You know the great thing about having a frantic sword that does great damage. It's an absolutely fantastic damage dealing weapon, after all. And I was looking for something that could give me lifesteal, and this is lifesteal without the negative. Nice. Man, despite the fact that we do lose the... Obviously, we do lose the whole 2 stat scaling thing. This is still working out okay anyway. I like the chat dies the second that I stop talking about Norbit forever. It's like, did everybody leave the second that I'm just like, okay, I think we're done talking about Norbit when we're actually playing Dead Cells now. And it's like, well, I got better stuff to do right now than not talk about Norbit. All right. Whatever. All the people watching at home are still cool and they love me. Could you at least say it's Norbin time? It's me, Jared Leto, Norbert 2, the sequel to Norbit. His name is not Norbert. That's a real name. It's Norbit, of course. What am I even thinking? This sucks. Okay, well, that's at least something. There's something going on there. Norbius. That's going to be the sequel. You know, Jared Leto, of course, already talking about doing a sequel to Norbit. No, he's talking about doing a sequel to Morbius. And now it's going to be called Norbius. It's going to be a crossover with the hit movie Norbert. Okay, yeah, now I see everybody's coming back into the chat. Okay, so you guys just want to hear me talk about Norbert then. I know it. I know Dead Cells has just become Norbert talk ever since I've revealed myself as the world's foremost scholar of Norbit. And I keep even though I keep calling him Norbert, which is not his name. Anyway, I'm sitting here trying to talk about some of the. This is actually a pretty. These are some cool weapons, and you guys are all like, yeah, but like Norbit though. Yeah, but like, tell us your thoughts on potential crossover. Like, who's gonna be in the Morbius cinematic universe? Do you think that there's any chance that Norbit could get turned into a Morbius vampire? And I'm just like, well, I mean, I was gonna talk about the cool new weapon, but I guess I don't know. I would also put of course. Who would be in the Morbius? I mean, well, it would be one Venom, naturally. Who else though? The only Norbert. Norbert is a real name. Make no mistake on that. I need an upgrade for this bow already. Oh no, I started talking about Dead Cells and everybody left. I looked away. The Norbert stopped. Still not the name of him. The Norbit stopped for 1 second and everybody left the stream. Okay, come on. Good. Well, it's not a Marvel movie. It's a cinematic universe, and I envisioned it sort of like the, you know how the, really, okay, you know how like M. Night Shyamalan did a crossover with some of the characters from his movies. Vidoc, damn it! No, I'm talking about Norbit again. Come back. Well, I'm envisioning that to be sort of more similar to what the Norbit or Morbius or it's going to be called the Norbius universe. The Eddie Murphy expanded universe. Now, you could actually do that, right? It's like, okay, not Shrek, I mean Donkey brings together a bunch of motley characters. Norbit's wife, the Nutty Professor, I'm trying to think of other characters in that same vein. Okay. And you know, all of that. It just goes to show you how many movies that star Eddie Murphy that I've actually seen before, right? You know, that guy that time he played that character in that thing. That one. It's like, yes, Mr. Inferno Firebird. Just like that. So you're gonna give me like the $2 million, right? That's my consulting fee. Yeah, the check's in the mail. Now please get out of our office. Okay. Just talk about Norbit for 45 minutes. I've never even seen Norbit. How many times do I have to remind everybody of that? I'm not a big Norb head, as they're called, I believe, in the business. The Nor business. Okay. I mean, I do have healing. It's like good healing, too. It's not even bad healing. A media empire rivaling Disney. You know, if only I could name more than 2 characters that Eddie Murphy has played. I mean, I guess technically he played like several characters in each of the movies that I've named, except for Shrek. Run that for an hour at Comics Reading Convention. I was out of commission for a couple days. coming up with cinematic universes? I can't imagine it's that taxing on the soul or body. Maybe on the soul. You know what? Definitely on the soul. All right. This is not even supposed to be the frantic sword run, so I have little interest in trying to keep myself over 50% health. Although, really, at this rate, I should end up switching out some of the oh no, everybody left because I stopped talking about Norbit. Dr. Dolittle? Wait, I thought he was in the Nutty Professor. Was he also in Dr. Dolittle? I never saw that one, so I don't know. Oh, that's the one I sold. I don't even want this. I think we're good. All right. Why do I not have a teleporter up there? I think that a lot of people don't remember the various movies. Taking a look at chat right now, I'm fairly certain that a lot of people don't remember the various movies that Edward Murphy has been in. Really? Okay. He's been lying to us the entire time. And he's spending your free times writing Norbits 2 through 10. Yeah, it's going to be like the Beethoven movie, which I think is the perfect comparison, because that is exactly what it's going to be like. You know, the movie about big dogs doing big dog things. Do people even still know what that movie is? Give me Resistance. I just remember that that was one of those movies that like you just saw on like video rental places. And there's like 10 of them, and you're like, how did they make so many Leprechaun movies? And you're not going to get an answer for that. There is no answer for that. I want to say that's the sort of thing that truly does prove that God is dead. And we killed him. The fact that there are so many Leprechaun movies. Oh, come on. All right. Are you kidding me? Really? I super rolled out of that. All right. I do not know Dr. Dolittle. You're a fellow doctor. No, I'm not. I'm a doc in the same way as like Doc Watson, not in like Dr. Dolittle. Really now. Norbit would have lived there. No, he wouldn't have. Isn't the entire joke is that he's supposed to be extremely meek? Yeah, so I want to say that I probably don't want to go up against the Toxic Miasma purely for the fact that their extremely fast teleports kind of shuts down the entire thing with this weapon, doesn't it? Because yeah, they just kind of dip right into the surface they're on almost instantly. All right, none of these are good, so I guess I'm taking this. Could have also just gone with like a God is not dead, he's hiding. Isn't that like a quote from French Stewart in the movie Clock Stoppers or something? Or no. In the movie, French Stewart was definitely also in Clock Stoppers, but that was like a quote from Spy Kids 2, isn't it? Was that where that was originally from, or was that just him quoting something? You think God lives in heaven because he's afraid of what he's created? I swear that they originally came from Spy Kids 2 or something like that. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Oh, that was Steve Buscemi. Okay. No, I was thinking of French... Okay, Steve Buscemi and French Stewart played similar characters in Clock Stoppers, and why are we doing this? Why do I have to talk about this? I forgot that was Mr. Buscemi. Right. French Stewart played a very similar character in Clock Stoppers, the movie based on clocks that stopped things. I'm gonna push ahead. We're gonna push ahead. This is gonna go up on YouTube against all odds. I have to get it together here. Oh, those PS1 graphic thumb people were indeed like the entirety of yo. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be perfectly real with you. Spy Kids, at least the first Spy Kids, was a terrifying movie. And yes, it was partially the Uncanny Valley, but there was a lot of like body horror stuff going on in there too. Oh man. What happened to French Stewart? He fell off the face of the earth? I don't actually know. I'd like to think he's still out there. Doing his thing. It's not that's not the stat that I'm using right now. Were Spy Kids pogged? Were they though? There was a who was it in that movie? There was like a very famous actor that like played their dad or something that I'm trying to remember right now, but it's not coming to mind. Like it was somebody who you'd think would be more high profile than Spy Kids, and yet here they are. Elias Wood was it? Or was I thinking of Danny Trejo? He was in those movies, wasn't he? No, it was Antonio Banderas. Okay, that sounds about right. that sounds about right. Also, Danny Trejo was in those movies, wasn't he? But he's also like pals with. Was that directed by Robert Rodriguez, or am I entirely off base on that? Yeah, it was Antonio Banderas. Wow. Again, would not have expected like weird casting, but I guess that's just how it was. He's Rodriguez's cousin. He is? Oh, okay. That explains actually way more than I expected. Joel McHale, I feel like, is the exact level of celebrity to be appearing in those movies, though, on the other hand. I actually think that's the most natural thing. And I love Joel McHale. Actually, more specifically, I love The Soup, but that show has been canceled. So, and House hasn't been on the air for like years at this point in time. Anyway. Trejo, not Banderas? Yeah, that's what I thought. Because, like, he is a very grizzled man to be appearing in any movies, like, period. So I can believe that that's, like, like, calling in a favor type of thing. Now, I was playing Mario plus Rabbids. That game is way more legit than it has any right to be, to be fair. It is... It's still shocking to me how good... Come on now. Come on now. Okay. Still shocking to me how they managed to actually make that, like, not a terrible game. Because, by all rights, it should be. You know, a movie series that had super random casting, Kung Fu Panda. I feel like Jack Black is about to be Bowser. If he can play Bowser, I feel like he can play a panda. That said, everybody else, I really don't remember. Why are we talking about movie casting now? All right. Man, there's not really too much going on here, is there? I know, right? Mario with a gun? Yeah, I'm surprised Nintendo even let that happen, to be honest. I feel like Shigeru Miyamoto was out there and being like, guys, are we sure about this one? Like, are we really sure about this one? And they didn't, and he probably doesn't even know anything about, you know, the Rabbids and how they are the minions of the video game world. Rise of Gru in theaters now, everybody. I hope you've all watched it. Have you? If you all have watched Norbit, you better have watched the Minions Rise of Gru. Bug. Oh, and it's in the water, of course. So. Okay. Oh. They made Mario with a gun work. I mean, there was Yoshi Safari, but I don't actually know if Mario appeared in that or if that was just Yoshi. And a bunch of Koopalings and mechs. I mean, that was to show off the Super Scope, though, which I suppose you can say is questionably a gun or not. I still haven't watched Minions. I don't own a suit. Yeah, what's up with that? Like, is that just like a weird TikTok meme that I'm too old to understand or too young to understand? It's sort of hard to tell these days. Or just too out of touch and out of time to understand. All right. Why did I go into... You know, I just said, like, hey, I probably shouldn't go into the sewers because the toxic miasma is going to be bad when using this weapon. And then I just went right back into the sewers because I'm like, ah, yes, my home. There's some... Well, I got to go to the place where there's going to be the most DVDs of Norbit. And of course it's going to be the sewers. Okay. That's where they naturally congeal in that sort of area. You understand? Okay, okay. Lucy Liu of Ballistic X vs. Sever fame. Yes. Are we really talking about that again? Much rather watch Trolls 2 or Mac and Me. George Clinton played like the king troll in that movie. Because I was like listening to Funkadelic, and it just like, and I was like looking at like, hey, what has that guy been doing lately? And it's just like, what? Yeah, but like, what though? Weird. Talk about weird acting choices. I suppose it just kind of happens like that sometimes in movies, right? Oh. I just had to make the Lego Yoda death sound there for a second. Please, everybody, excuse me. I hate everything. Okay. Ah! Oh, that wasn't actually me making a noise. That was me hitting my vape pen super hard. Ah! Okay. God damn. Okay, Paul Rudd. I'm sorry. If you can't respect Paul Rudd and his love for Mac and Me. Okay. No, you don't know what a vape pen is? It's a future cigarette. Trust me, the kids love it these days. Actually, I think they just banned Juul in America or something like that. Land of the free? Not anymore. Anyway, this is... Oh, I hate this episode. Whatever. I'll make it work. I'll make it work. I'll make it work. That's where Paul Rudd got to start? Is that where... I thought he just had an affinity for the movie. Actually, that makes sense, doesn't it? Because why else? Man, you're not giving me anything here, are you? Well, actually, no. Food? Food is good. Yeah, him. Yeah, that was always... That's always what I know about it. It's like he always showed the same clip of Mac and Me on Conan. Is that right? Is that who I'm thinking of? Have we watched Ballistic X vs. Sever? No. It is it might be a cornerstone, at least of the Binding of Isaac series lore, but of course I haven't seen it. I'm saving myself for marriage. No. I don't watch movies. I hate movies. Cinema holds no interest for me. Yeah, that's him. I don't know. It's weird. Like, Paul Rudd has had a lot of career turns, and I feel like that was cool. I feel like I just keep continuously associating him with like the different versions of Paul Rudd are like different parts of his career are like different people to me. And I don't know why. And I keep forgetting it's like, oh yeah, that is that same person. But anyway. It's neither here nor there. Okay, Maw of the Deep. I would love to have Maw of the Deep. That's a great item, but you know, kind of not really what I'm doing here. Kind of like how I forgot that Jared Leto, when we were morbing out in that Binding of Isaac episode, was like a child star or something, or like a teen star. Like, all right, yeah, that's a thing. I have too many people to remember that I can't remember everybody. You know, there are 2 Ballistic X vs. Sever games. Oh god, there are. I do know about one of them. I kind of vaguely remember like watching a review or something of one of them. I didn't know there were two. How do you think those games are? Like, what's even the tone you think they're going for with that? Like an action game? Shooting game? Spy game? It's supposed to be like spies, right? All right. I mean, all I know is that it's going to be ballistic. Anyway. Terrible. Okay. This helmet is so big. I said before that it looks like if like the Shovel Knight, hit him! What are you doing, Arrow? I said it looks like if Shovel Knight put on big head mode, the big head mode cheat. One is apparently actually decent because it was based off an early draft of the script. Is that the problem? Was that the problem with the X vs. Sever video game? Not that it is a tie-in video game from like the PlayStation 2 era. The fact that its script is super baller. Oh no, that's gonna probably be even worse then. Ugh. Okay. Oh, this. Does anyone here remember Jimmy Neutron? Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs? Yeah, I remember Jimmy Neutron. What an ugly show. Anyway. I can't really say that I was like... I don't know, that always kind of felt like the lesser of the Nickelodeon shows at the time. Am I wrong about that, or is that just me? Obviously, I was not watching it as a child. So, yeah. Remember Planet Sheen? Okay, there. Now I can take some heat off myself with my cool Planet Sheen reference. That's just you? Is it, though? I mean, again, I will have to remind everybody that I was not a child when I was watching that show. Okay. Didn't like it much initially, but I just got used to it. Yeah, that's because there's nothing else on television at the time. I remember what it was like to watch television as a child. It's like, well, I hate Scooby-Doo, but that's all they show, so I guess I'm watching it. I never actually watched Planet Sheen. I'm pretty sure nobody did it because it was canceled after one season. Ever get enough points for playing Mario plus Rabbids? That is going to require me to buy an entire... That's like Wii U, right? That's not even like Switch, is it? Actually, did that come out? When did that come out? Is that older or newer than I think? Gun Mario. I'm going to be like every other post on DeviantArt back in 2006. Bruh. It's Switch 2017. God, that feels like a 2013 game, doesn't it? Isn't that just me again? What a weird nostalgia episode today. For things that I wasn't even a child during. Again, I'll have to remember. Scooby-Doo CSI for kids. Oh. Scooby-Doo, how to make the... You know, it's just like, and I am like peak age for... Well, actually, I'm not peak age for Scooby-Doo. Peak age for Scooby-Doo would have been like in the 70s. But at least at the time that they were showing that on television, that was like 90% of what they showed on television. So I was definitely a child when I saw a lot of that. And even then, I still was like, like, doesn't like TBS have Looney Tunes on right now or something? No? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I miss the golden age of cartoons, especially Batman, Brave and the Bold. Yeah. I remember when that was first coming out. Anyway. And people were like, I don't know, man. After the very good showing of the Justice League, Do we really want to see, you know, a goofy Batman? And of course, everybody got sold on it, but still. Yeah. Okay, and nothing. Okay. Golden age of cartoons. Almost. Almost. And done. All right, and also Malay's done too. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Now that's closer. Closer. Okay. Was both great and awful at the same time. I felt like it was pretty fun. I felt like it was a pretty good show. I liked it. Inspector Gadget is definitely closer. Oh my god. We made a television show for kids based off of an old sitcom comedy show. Ah. Why did they make that happen? Then they made a live action version of that too. You know what, Mushroom Boy, get over here. And we're gonna do this whole thing now. It's actually like not even a bad type of thing, you know, keeping enemies more at a distance. Pink Panther, yeah, Pink Panther I saw a lot of too. Like, I can name all of the cartoons that you're gonna name right now. I guarantee. Astro Boy was shown on Cartoon Network for some time. This weapon seems too weak for how slow it is. I haven't been able to get an upgraded version of it. I think is kind of the bigger issue than anything else. It's like if I can actually get to a shop, and you know, okay, well that works too. Whatever you want to do, game. Whatever you're feeling like. I'm talking about the Pink Panther cartoon, by the way, not the movies. If that wasn't clear. Oh, boy, that was close. That was a calculated play, and I'm not gonna lie, I think the math was maybe not necessarily in my favor, despite the fact that I did survive. All right. Yeah, that's why Mushroom Boy. That's the Mushroom Boy value add. Okay, that's good at least. Oh, my nose is getting all itchy. That's how you know the stress is coming out, baby. Okay, 2 left. This guy's so... You know, God, I feel like one of the things... what I should have done... If I have to do this run over again, and you know what, I'm actually gonna say this right now. I don't even know if I'm still gonna do that, even if I do have to do this run over again. Barbed tips. Wow. Barbed tips. It just shoots a bunch of arrows into enemies. It's really easy just to get a lot of arrows into enemies. It would definitely be a very good mutation for this. Okay, anyway. It's just, I don't want to play... Oh, okay. Alpha. I don't want to play tactics. That's pretty much the entire thing. No, do the run again. Well, look, we might just end up doing that anyway. Don't even... I was talking about tactics, and then I chose tactics. The prophecy has come true. Ow. All right. Mushroom Boy being best boy. In the film credits, you'll notice that Mushroom Boy is listed as best boy. Now I don't know what a best boy does, but I do see it in every one of the movies. So it must be important. Just as foretold. You seen Shaolin Showdown? Yeah, of course. That was a weird, but also like more legit show than it had any right of being. Ah. Wah. He is the boy who's best. He's the best boy. Like, what more do you need to know? Hi. Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna leave that guy to his business. Mushroom Boy, of course, already just slamming and jamming all over the place, and I appreciate that. Okay, well, fine. Once again. Okay. I feel like, yeah, might be a little bit weak. I was told that the like legendary version of it doubles the amount of projectiles that it shoots out with a single volley, and then, you know, somebody apparently got, I don't know, they didn't say who got it, but got like the legendary version that had like 4 times damage on it. That would be such a nice thing to get right now. Is Best Boy like Tarzan Boy? Yeah, everybody go listen to Tarzan Boy right now. The classic song from the 90s? Is that 2000s? I don't even know. Actually, I'm trying to remember that song and I just can't. I got like nothing. Okay. Damage. It's not that great. Okay. Okay. Not quite how I want to plan for that to go. Go for the parries, I guess, which is usually not necessarily something that I focus on too much. But here we are. Fun. Okay. Okay. That and Galactic Football, and then they do Shaman King for some reason. That's because Shaman King... I actually didn't watch Shaman King. That was on, but I'm just like... I think Pokemon's on the WB right now, so I'm going to go watch that instead. Yo, is Men in Black, the series, over? Well, I think I have, like, Batman Beyond on the other channel, so... Alright, anyway. Megas XLR was actually really good. That show was great. Even though I sure as hell did not get half of the references that they were doing. And again, I did not watch that as a child, so... It was at least conceivable. Yeah, like, how much Captain Harlock do you think I was watching back in the mid-2000s? Okay. Huh. Okay. Good. Hey, yeah, you were here. I miss Samurai Jack. I was never that into it, to be honest. Well, don't get me wrong. I know it was a good show and everything, but God, I think I'm going to do a rush for the ending, because I got to be getting close, man. Anything of interest? Do I have the key? I should probably do this. Good. You... Probably Cluster Grenade a little bit better than Tlerk Shuck. Also never really into Johnny Bravo, I'll be honest here. Bravo skipped... He did skip leg day. That is true. Which Pokemon over Shaman King? Yeah. Pokemon had cool video games. What did Shaman King have? I actually don't know because I didn't watch it. Maybe shoulda, you know. Just saying. Maybe Shaman King should have been more like Pokemon. Recess? I vaguely remember Recess. I don't really remember like too much about it. Yeah. No, that's pretty much it, I guess. Yeah, no, I'm like even thinking right now. I got nothing. Bruh. Oh. That show wasn't a fever dream. It certainly had aspects of it at some points in time. I feel like that show is one of those... Yeah, vaguely... From my vague recollections? Yes. From my vague recollections, like, that show was one of those shows that it's, like, allegedly for kids, but it really felt like it was not written. Like, aside from being animated, it felt like, I don't know. It was just kind of... Like, the writers were just kind of doing whatever. And that was true for a lot of stuff back in the 90s in terms of like kids shows. Like it's the sort like it was the sort of show that you didn't really understand as a kid, but made more sense as an adult, something like that. I don't know what I'm trying to get at here. Bruh. Word wrong? Wait, what did I say? What word? I hate this so much. This is so dumb. Word wrong. What did I say? What word was wrong? Because I don't listen to myself, as you know. I have to spend all of my time concentrating on video games. Recollection? Yeah, I was licking my collection of records. I call it my recollection. Have you never done that before? You know, they always said, you know, you talk about like music and how it has like a good sound. You ever think about odd tastes? Just saying. Ah. Okay. Ah. Let's go. Just just take a big old licky-loo of Public Image Ltd's metal box. Is this the reference I'm going for? Yes. Come on. Certainly there's something better than that. Atomic Betty was a show that I didn't watch because I don't know. Again, that was also way after my time. I don't even know what that one was about. I just know that it was on the television. That's it. Also saw Delta State. I have no idea what that is. Never heard of it. Boy, I sure would like to find the shop in here at some point in time. I'd sell my entire recollection if I could find that. Okay. Luigi dabs in Mario Rabbids? He sure does. What's up with that? Actually, no, that was like some sort of weird something. I don't know. They didn't actually make Luigi dab. I'm fairly certain. It just looks like he's dabbing. Don't worry, everybody. Don't panic. Don't panic. We do not have a Luigi dabbing scenario. Okay. Okay. Now then. No, most of us are European here. Are you? Come on, chat. You don't have to lie to me and pretend like you're European. I'm an American. I'll admit it. And I want you all to be brave and admit it too. Dabs. Okay. When do we get the sussy emote? Oh yeah, I still gotta go do that. Somebody made a sussy emote for me. I'll have to go. I don't even have like you know like what the sub situation on the channel is here? It goes wildly up and down all the time. I don't even know if I have like an open slot. So we'll have to replace one. What do you want killed for sussy? Then pick your most precious child to be sacrificed. Better not be TB Taco Bag. Everything. Okay, well, that's a bit more ruthless than I was expecting. Replace the rat? The rat hand? No, I love rat hand. Sacrifices must be made. They sure do. I mean, unless you have, like, zero cost cards and the immortal sigil on them. Okay. Which I did. Go watch the Inscription series and also the rest of the games there, too. Okay. Yeah, sure. Why not? Okay. The version of, like the rat hand. That is a Persona 5 emote. It's like, do you really want to get rid of the only emote that we have for Persona 5? It's such an important legacy to the channel. That was some good dodging there, by the way. And it will be forever. Okay. Why is it called Booba anyway? Because that's your eyes when you see Booba. Boobs! Anyway. Good enough. Mushroom Boy just kind of invalidated. Okay, Mushroom Boy's kind of the MVP here. All right. Yeah, I look like a rat when I see boobs. Boobs! Surely there is no greater... we always talk about inherently funny words. Is there any more inherently funny word than boobs? Okay, that's a second shark. Yeah, I think the game has something to say to me. Which is to say, Maw of the Deep is like a really good weapon, and I'd like to use it again. This one I'm a little bit less impressed with. You know how that goes, though. All right. Whew. And it's gone. Okay, well, hope for the best. And now, as much as I do like, well, I do like Tombstone. Anything, there's not really, I find it hard to believe that even if I did find an upgrade for this, that it would actually be better than what I'm using right now. The colorless one. No, all of those names are terrible. All of them. We're not going to get crass here. That's why I don't say that much, because you all just get extremely crass. And I don't like it. So we got to go put the profanity filter back on the stream. I'm sorry, everybody. Now, profanity does not necessarily disinclude challenging ideas, but it does include profanity. A tautology, if I ever heard one, but you know how that is. You should expect tautologies here, I guess is what I'm saying. Oh, come on. Oh, well. Profanity filter on the stream? Yeah. There will be no more swearing in any way. The thing is, the topics of conversation will not change at all. However, the way I say them will no longer be profaned. Will no longer be of Yorm, of the profane capital. Ow. All right, there we go. All right. I mean, I guess nothing stops you from saying it, but I'm not going to. I do have a mature filter on this because, of course, we are extremely mature here. Sophisticated, modern-day connoisseurs of high art. That's this channel. Are you trying to make this a Christian Minecraft server? No, I'm trying to make this a Christian manga. You can say whatever you want, because I have no ability to stop you, because I don't make mods on my channel. This is a known fact. All right. Anyway. Now then. Oh. Get down. What do I want to... You know, I could actually probably take on... I'm thinking about it right now. I think I could take on the Conjunctivius pretty well with this. Yeah, with this item, right? I would say so. We're a vanilla chat. That's right. I like to think of my chat like ice cream because I'm fat. I think of everything like food. Okay. Anyway, let's just go disengagement. I'm going to go with, yeah, 40% extra health is pretty poggers. Pretty pog-tastical. All right. Mod status is only acquired during Persona 5 streams. I mean, that is true. During the Persona 5 streams, if you ask to be a mod, I let you be a mod because you because that's the litmus test. That's how I know you're a true OG, because you actually watch Persona 5. There is no truer fan of my content than he who actually watches Persona 5. Okay. All right. Yeah, mod means responsibilities. Oh yeah, have you seen the sort of? Have you seen just the everything? What people get up to in this chat? Oh man, there's a real rough and rowdy crowd here. I'm certainly not somebody who should be banned from my own chat on a daily basis. Come on. Okay, fine. I haven't watched Persona 5. Well, you're not a mod. You're a VIP. I'll allow it. VIP is fine. You don't have to necessarily be an OG to be a VIP, after all. Just to be a mod. But I mean, as for everybody else, it's like I'm saying goodbye to all the fake people. Like TLC would. This is not doing as much damage as I was hoping. I'm going to be real with you. Vanity will be your downfall if that's all you want from mods. Modding should be something you do out of service, not merely for the perks. And the perks being, I don't know. I really don't know what you would get out of that, to be honest. Yeah, okay, that's not even close. Around. I feel like the sound is too loud on my end. Nobody said anything, but I don't know. All right. Hated him because he said the truth. All right. Okay. Oh, yeah, all right, sure. I don't know why I didn't get hit there, but fine. I'll accept it. Okay. Sound is good here. I'm just worried about the sound getting picked up on the microphone. I think it should be fine on like the video side of things, but I found that out with a second guy where if I don't have him kind of quiet on my speaker, because I use a speaker, not headphones, because, you know, come on. Who uses headphones these days? That you could hear him in the background at like quiet parts, basically. I can make you do Windows updates. The Windows update I'm sure went through anyway, so you're kind of a little bit late on that one. Bill Gates broke into my house and he forced me to install an update. It's like, what am I going to say here? That's just what happened. You can hear me sweating. Yeah, well, that's probably actually true. Give me that stun grenade. I'll take it. Sure. Stunning enemies, probably also pretty useful on top of everything else. Okay, yeah, I sweat through my mouth. That's the vomiting you hear. It's either that or me just taking the biggest, chunkiest clouds off of my vape pen that I have next to me at all points in time. That's why it smells like pancakes in here. Like, do you have any other questions? Questions, comments? Man, that alpha thing where it just freezes occasionally is still scaring me a lot. But, you know. How do I learn to vape pancakes? Oh, it's just pancake-flavored vape juice. It is made with real pancakes, though. But, you know. I mean, basically, you just talk about chunky clouds and how you're vaping, and you're there. You're doing it. Chat. Let me just take you aside for a second. I've never actually vaped before. Is that how do you actually vape? Like, do you just put the weird lightsaber thing up to your mouth and just inhale really hard? Anyway, I'll cut this part out of the video. Anyway, but yeah, I mean that's basically how it works. I mean, you should see the like cool smoke rings and stuff that I'm able to do. But yeah, slow down, but not like. I need more damage here. Is the problem right now? What even hit me. Okay, that's rats hitting me. Anyway, vapor rings. Would you like to vape or rings? That's nothing. Yo, really, Chad, I don't know how to smoke at all. It's like, do you just like stick the cigar in your mouth and just like try to suck the air out of a balloon? Is that like how you do it? Is that how you do it? I always thought that's how you did it. But anyway, do a vape stream for New Year. Yeah, but I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna reveal the secrets of my cool vape tricks here. That's my whole thing to do. Like that's my entire identity. If you all can do it too, then who am I? Think about that. Do you want me to have an existential crisis, Chad? Is that it? Is that what we're building up to? With a cigar, you just mumble and pretend that you're Winston Churchill. See, and that's why I vape. Because then I just mumble and pretend I'm Keanu Reeves. I don't even know if he vapes. It just sort of feels like he would. I don't know. Ah! Vape identity crisis. Oh yeah, my favorite movie from the 90s. It's just a bunch of big old pink squares around here, eh? Okay. Cool. What? Once again, I'm just gonna say alpha. No way Keanu vapes. Okay, I'm gonna just give me a second here. Look at my phone here. I'm betting I can find a picture of this in like 5 seconds. I mean, I got a picture of him smoking. I don't know if he's vaping, though. Okay, I spent too much time on this. Anyway, Keanu definitely vapes. Okay, continuing on here. Well, who's the most likely person? Okay, who is the platonic ideal of he who vapes in your mind, then? Anyway, this is nothing. Winston Churchill. Okay, yeah, there you go. Dr. Inferno Firebird. Ah, that makes a lot of sense. That's how he got the name, after all. Jesus. Okay, now really. The Beheaded. You know what? That's the correct answer. That is true. Not only would the main character of this game vape, he is also a vape pen. A living vape pen. Okay. Glad that we got that thing solved. The mysteries of the ages answered. I would not. He is definitely smoke-headed, man. He is not on fire. But yeah, because he vapes so much. Why are we talking about vaping? What is this, 2020? How did I get on this topic? Because I guess saying like a bong rip wouldn't have made as much sense if I just like am sucking, making a sucking sound really hard. Anyway. Yeah. Okay. It's 2022. I didn't even think about that. You're right. It is currently the sequel to 2020. And also the buddy cop film for 2020. Okay. There we go. Little did you know that you tear back the calendar and it's just 2020 again. And you're like, wait, what? And it's like, yeah, it's 2022. Terrible. Anyway, also still have this issue going on here. They really want me to know that I found a secret. And I knew about that. You're bragging. Okay. Would the regent of vaping be considered a vape king? I feel like a vape lord, or maybe like a vape baron would be more appropriate, right? Is that just me? What was the pink box? I don't know. Visual errors, I think, is probably the best way to put it. A vape duke? No. You can't really go from the PE to the DU sound very easily, at least not in English. I don't know if that works differently for other languages, but as far as, you know, the mouth motions work, it doesn't really come off, it doesn't roll off the tongue well. I think a vape baron, though, is good. A vape addict? No, come on. Come on. A smoke-based boss fight. I'm sure I can probably think of a smoke-based boss fight if you gave me a few minutes. A vape secretary? Okay, I kind of like the direction we're going there. A vape, actually, you know, the first thing I said, vape regent, is not bad either. Vape first secretary, Central Committee of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union. Like, would you be like the vape great leader or something like that? No, it's nothing. That does not work very well. Vape nobility. Vape nobility. We gotta hash this one out. Huh? Vape president for life. I see. Which is weird because, you know, vaping is a lifetime commitment, as we all know. Vape deacon? Okay, I kind of like the archbishop of vaping. We got any opinions on that? Deep deacons of the deep, chunky clouds. Vape minister? Ooh, I like that one. Vape reverend. The vaporer. The emperor. Okay, this sounds more like your Darth Vader or something like that. I hope I don't die here. I hope I don't die talking about vaping. I mean, we always knew that this is how it would happen, but I don't want it to happen yet. The Vaporeon. Oh, damn. You're right. The Emperor of Vaping, the Vaporeon. That's... Damn, I think you might have it there. Kurt. Oh, Darth Vapor. Okay, now, sir, I can probably go find a lot of very quickly created, like, graphic tees of Darth Vapor if you're looking for that. It's German for dark vapor. All right. Isn't Vaporeon a Pokemon? Yeah. It's did you know that Vaporeon, in terms of human and... Anyway. Must not post it. Oh, whoops. Kind of did it for you. Never gets old. All right, is there any easy way I can get in here without dying? I mean, there's nothing in here. I can wait for some stuff to spawn. Vaporia. Yeah, that's where everybody that vapes comes from. Vaporia. Whoop. Snoop. Okay. Okay. One left. I'm gonna do this. I think. Probably. Okay. You own a Darth Vapor shirt? Also, why would you... Okay. Everybody watching this on YouTube later, which I assume you've definitely gotten to this part of the video against all odds, they're spelling it Darth V-A-P-E-R and not Darth V-A-P-O-R. Like, that's obvious, right? That's an obvious one. Like, it's sitting right on the table. All right, anyway. I only have one. Okay, good. That'll do, baby. I hate video games. No, I love video games. I can't even say that. One is a state of liquid and the other is an act of vaping. But the wordplay is right there. Why would you say it any other way? I feel like you're just trying to justify picking the incorrect word. This is the GIF controversy, which is not even real. Y'all are just incorrect. All over again. Where you just want to try and justify your ignorance. And I'm not going to be party to that. All right. Anyway. Now, what were we talking about? Because I have entirely forgotten at this point in time. Right. The vaping is definitely ruled over by an emperor, the Vaporeon. I think we can all agree on this, right? Anyway. You wanted to tell us a Vaporeon. I wanted to tell you a bedtime story about Vaporeon. Cool Vaporeon facts. Here they come. Okay, where am I going right now? What do I want to do? It's been a little while since I've gone to the, the Cavern, right? Jif is a peanut butter. Yeah, it's like not even a good peanut butter. Jif is like the peanut butter where they add sugar to it, which I always find very distasteful. Literally and figuratively. It could be good. I don't think I really want it though. I think Paul Rudd vapes. Yeah, probably. You know, I've had the poison cloud whenever I roll behind me this entire time, and we haven't even referenced that. Oh, this is a mistake. Oh, okay. Streamer is bullying me. I'll bully every and anyone here. Robert Pattinson definitely vapes. Wait a second. This is a bit from a podcast. Oh no, not again. Anyway. All right, we got to get off the vape thing, lest I steal more stuff from people more talented than I. Anyway. David, why? It's a convergent evolution just happens like that, doesn't it? Anyway. Now then. Why are you choosing war today? Because I wasn't able to do it in the Panchaku run, so I wanted to do it here. Also, let's get Mushroom Boy out already. Kind of an important part of how we're gonna do this, right? Okay. And I should probably not have this guy evolve, especially. I didn't mean to do that. I just wanted to like skip out of the menu ASAP to not die. Oh my god, please. No, I mean people who do podcasts more talented than I. Oh my god. And this is the point in time where things start to get a little bit bad. Potentially. Or maybe I'm going to be able to get out of this really easily. And it's going to be cool and great. I'm definitely not going to take the... I'm not going to take the chest here. No. Should be okay. This stream is basically a podcast. It sure has been lately, hasn't it? I think ever since we did the Norbit... Yeah, ever since we did the Norbit. That's just kind of what's been happening, right? Okay. How am I gonna do this without getting super killed? This is to go beyond being killed. Oh, yeah, gotta go deal with that too. Sure, don't forget. Rat. Oh, come on now. It's just like, he's certainly going to be... Bruh. I mean, all I need to do was just fire off the bow, but it was just long enough now, wasn't it? Well, I guess we're going to have to go redo this one on a different day then as well. Whatever, I already got an episode going up, right? Okay. All right. Oh, I got to talk about Spy Kids. I got to accidentally create bits from podcasts that I like. Great stuff. Let's get out of here already. Good night, everybody.